Alright, in this question we're going to talk about factor theorem. So but you have to read the question first. Find the values of a and b, right? A and b. From the polynomial you have a and b. So if this is a factor of px, right? This is a factor, but this is a quadratic factors, right? Quadratic factor. So how are you going to apply the factor theorem here if given this is a quadratic factors here? So as you know that this is a polynomial with degree 3, right? With degree 3 means that this polynomial have 3 factors. It's supposedly to have 3 factors, right? So this is already a quadratic factors. Is one of the factors for this polynomial, right? So there is remaining one more factors. Alright, so later I'm going to show you how to factorize this. So if you have px, so means that x squared minus 5x plus 6 is a factors of this polynomial. As you know that these quadratic factors, you can be further factorized to 2 linear factor. It is a quadratic factor, you can factorize to 2 linear factor, which is x and x, right? 3, 2, negative, right? Because you say x squared, negative 2, negative 3, negative 5, plus 6. So if this quadratic is a factor for this px, definitely the linear factor of this quadratic is also a factor for this polynomial. This is always true. So it means that you can say that by using factor theorem, you can know that p3, negative 3, equal to 0, you get 3, will be equal to 0, and p3, 2 also will be 0. This is the important idea here. So if this is a factor, if you factorize, the 2 linear factor will be also a factor for the polynomial. So from here you can find the value of a and b, right? By substitute. So 3 a 3 cubed minus 9 3 square plus with b 3 plus with 3a, you will be equal to 0, right? Because according to factor theorem, if this is a factor, then the 0 of these factors will be the 0 for this polynomial. Alright, so we have 27a minus with 81, right? So plus with 3b plus with 3a equals to 0. 27 plus 3, you have 30a, right? 30a plus with 3b, this one plus 81 both sides, you have 81 here. So I think this one can simplify by divide by 3. So you have 10a plus b divided by 3, you have 27, right? So equation 1. Later we go for this. I think the second equation we'll get from here. So you have a, I substitute p2, the 2 substitute, then you equal to 0 because this is also a factor. So 2 power of 3 minus with 9, 2 squared, b2 plus 3a also will be 0. So here you have 8a minus with 36 plus with 2b plus with 3a equals to 0. 8 plus 3, 11a plus with 2b, right? Plus with 2b, you will be equals to 36, equation number 2. Then you have your equation, right? You have your equation. So I can using the technique of substitution by solving this simultaneous, where from 1 I can know that b can become a subject. So of 27 minus with 10a, right? So I substitute this into equation number 2. So I have 11a plus with 2b, b is 27 minus 10a equals to 36. So you slowly doing, so 54, right? So minus with 20 a, right? 20a equals to 36, equals to 36. So 11a minus 20a, you have negative 9a, and 36 minus 54, right? I think you have negative 18. You have negative 18, so therefore you have found that a to be 2, right? A to be 2. So same thing, you substitute back into equation 3. Okay, I name this as equation 3. So into 3, so you have b equals to 27 minus with 10 times with 2, which is 27 minus with 20, and you have 7, right? So b is equals to 7, right? So from here you can find your value of a and b. So therefore you have know your px, right? Your px will be equals to a, which is 2x to the power of 3 minus with 9x squared. Bx, b is 7. It's a cubic equation. 7x plus with 3a, 3 times a, 3 to 6. So this is the polynomial, and this is a quadratic factor. This is a factor of this polynomial. So okay, in the same video I'm going to show you how to factorize the px completely. Okay, so let's look at this. You have found the value of a and b, right? A and b. A is 2, b is 7, and 3 times 2 you have 6, right? So then you know that 2x power of 3 minus with 9x power of 2 plus with 7x plus 6 has a factor, right? This is a factor. If this is a factor of this polynomial, right? So then you know that if this is a factor, then you will have no remainder here, right? So it means that if this is a factor, but this is a cubic, right? You know that cubic, you have 3 factors, right? You have 3 factors, but now you have only 2 factors, right? If this, the factor will be x minus 3, x minus 2, right? So you need another factors here, another linear factor, because you know that for cubic you have 3 linear factors, right? 3 linear factors. So let's look at ax plus b, right? Because this is a quadratic factor, of course here you have linear factor. Because linear and quadratic, you will produce cubic, right? So now how to find? By comparing the coefficient will be easier. Okay, so now you can know that if you see that the coefficient for x cubed, right? The coefficient of x power 3. So what is the coefficient here? Bekali is 2, right? 2. So since this is equal, means that the coefficient here for x cubed also will be 2. So if you see that ax and x squared, you are getting ax cubed, right? If you expand, you have ax cubed. So you can compare the a to 2 here, right? To a2, because there are no other term that you can get x cubed. So therefore a is 2. You have known that a is 2. So how to find the b, right? How to find the b? I will always encourage students to use the first one, the leading coefficient, and the constant. The constant is 6 here. How to getting a constant, right? Now we said the constant term. Constant term. So the constant term here you have 6, right? You have 6. So of course, definitely 6 multiply b. You also will produce 6 constant. This is a constant. Beside that, all is unknown, right? Only this constant and this constant, you multiply, you are getting a constant. So 6b is 6. So definitely you know b is 1, right? So b is 1. So you have completely factorized. As you know that this, you can further factorize to x minus 3, x minus 2, and lastly you know the a will be 2, right? 2x plus with 1. So this is completely factorized. Okay, by using this quadratic factor, you can find another linear factor by using the technique of comparing the coefficient. That's all for this video.